You know, the more I use Twitter, the more actually I like it. Because when I first started using it, I didn't think I was going to like it actually that well, or I wasn't sure exactly what it was. I started checking it out when my daughter wanted to use Twitter, and I'm like, well, I'm going to check it out and see what it is anyway. And when I did, I found out there's some function to it more than just, somebody typing in there what they're doing or microblogging, everything that they're doing. So, excuse me. Actually, one thing that I found tonight that's actually a pretty cool site is called GeoTwerp. Not GeoTwerp, GeoChirp. Now, I've actually went through this whole thing before. I recorded this whole thing, then I got a text saying that I can't hear you, so I realized that my sound was turned off. So, next time I'm going to blog on how to turn the volume up on your Ustream so you can actually get sound. But anyway, this time I'm pretty sure that you can hear what's going on, and I'll tell before I broadcast the recording what's going on. But anyway, the site that I wanted to talk about, or one of the sites that goes along with Twitter to help you get a better Twitter experience if you're going to use Twitter, is called GeoChirp. www.geochirp.com, and I'm actually going to go there. And I know you can't see it on my site or on my screen here, but I can see it, and I'll kind of talk you through it. And if you're later on, you can pull it up on your own or whatever. But I think this site is actually going to change how I use Twitter. I'm already enjoying this, but I found this earlier today, and that's where I got the idea. Like, this is something I'm going to talk about. So anyway, geochirp.com. Now, what this is, it's a program that's actually based on Google Maps, where they've overlaid this, and you can select from the number of tweets that you want to view, from 5 to 25, and also a search radius on the map that you want to view. What tweets are being people that are tweeting in that area. Now, I live outside of the city, about an hour. So, and it's a very small town, kind of farm community kind of deal. I'm like, there's really not going to be anybody tweeting in this area, so I didn't really think I'd find anything. So I started with the radius of 1 mile. So that'd be right here in my town. I didn't see anything in my town per se, actually, except for nothing right now. So I bumped it up to 10 miles and did a search based on that, and sure enough, I found there's actually about 10 different people or tweets that have popped up, and that's actually 10 different people that are posting tweets up. And one very interesting one that I found is actually Colonel Buck. And this guy is BUBP. I'm going to talk actually really nice about the guy. I've known the guy for a long time, but the ironic thing is he's our judge out here. And we have circuit judges that travel from town to town and have their weekly courts or whatever when they don't actually have the full court in the county seat or whatever. But anyway, it's another whole story. This guy, I sat underneath his bench when my dog recently just bit someone. So anyway, I found Colonel Buff. I would have never ever found him out there because I don't think he has a website or anything like that. But anyway, I found him. Seeing and hear what he's tweeting about, what he's talking about, and it's all basically from his aspirations to go to Congress. But I thought that was kind of cool. I've always known him. He actually was my attorney. Found him. Notice there's people in here trying to sell their products. There's people who live out here that that's came from the city, that tries to get out of the city and don't want to commute, so they're trying to run a business here in this area. I saw that. Obviously you have your younger people and some kids and whatnot, all from the area. Keep bumping it up, 20 miles out, 30 miles out, and you can kind of get an idea who's twittering about what in your area. Obviously, there's something going on, whether it's a major event or anything that someone's going to be talking about. You can kind of pick up on that chatter right in your local area. So that's something everybody can check out. Again, www.geochirp.com, and this is again based on Google Maps, and a great idea. And I haven't seen any flaws in it. So I've actually taken these people that I found and just added them on where I follow them, and I'll get these up. So kind of cool there. Now, as far as other apps that I use now, that I've used with Twitter so far, one that I like a lot, and it's a free application. It's called TweetDeck. This is a free application that you can download for your PC Also, you can get it for your iPhone as well, or your iTouch, depending on which one you're using. One nice thing about that, it's got all the features as some of the paid applications that you would actually go buy for your iPhone or Touch. But again, it's free, and if you have multiple Twitter accounts, you can post to all three or all how many Twitter accounts that you have, as well as your Facebook account, all within typing your single message. So you don't have to post to 3 or 4 different sites. You can do it all with one message. So I thought that was interesting in that sense. That's called TweetDeck, and there's a lot of features. You can actually customize your views by adding columns that you want to see. So you can, kind of customize your own experience for Twitter, however you use Twitter. So anyway, you have that. Now, one app that I did pay for because it was supposedly the best app, and I wanted to check it out, and I actually had to pay the money for it. It was $5. But it's called Twitterator, and you can search for it on the App Store. Now that has it's more of your full featured. It has every feature that you can imagine for Twitter. Your geotagging, it has your video uplinks, your photo uplinks, your single messages, your retweet, multiple accounts, all these things that you can use with Twitter. It lets you do it. $5. That's actually a lot of money for an application. Depends on how you look at it. I'm used to free and 99 cents, and you go over that, I'm like, wow, that's expensive. But that's something that you can check out there too. All these things, you start getting an idea how Twitter works for you. It's more than just, what are you doing? I'm making toast, or there's actually some function to Twitter, and it's something that this microblogging is something that I think is going to be around a long time. I think you're going to see more formats than just Twitter. I think you're going to see it develop into other sites and other formats. So that's something that you can be thinking about. A lot of people like to brainstorm as far as ideas and what you can do with your site. That's something you want to take a look at, because you might be able to do something with it. It's so brand new that I guarantee you Twitter doesn't have the whole market cornered on microblogging. So there's going to be a lot of people who probably make it better and have different flavors of what we now see as Twitter. So they don't have a copyright on microblogging. They just have the copyright on the name Twitter. So anyway, that's kind of my experience so far with Twitter. I'm going to be doing more of it and hopefully driving traffic to my site. But if anyone has any type of other applications for Twitter or any other cool applications, be sure to submit that to timclewis.wordpress.com. Or again, you can also post from my Ustream site. You can post there or send it to my email, timlewislive@gmail.com. Forward it over there that way. I'll be sure to either put that on my blog site or talk about it on my next post. So anyway, that's all we have there, and hope you enjoy your Twitter. And again, look me up on Twitter. It's Tim C. Lewis if you want to send a message or follow me on that. So talk to you next time.